Hello children, a warm welcome for a session. Today I am going to deal with grade 7 history. Before we start, shall we recall what we studied in grade 6? In grade 6 we studied ancient India. Now we are in modern India. In between period is called medieval, which means middle. So in grade 7 throughout the year we are going to focus medieval India and you will learn about modern India in your grade 8, which means next year. Are you clear children? Shall we start? Okay, let's begin. Chapter 1 topic is tracing changes through 1,000 years. Believe me guys, the topic is very interesting. You may amazing. First we shall understand the heading. The topic is tracing changes through 1,000 years. What is the topic? Tracing changes through 1,000 years. Which 1,000 years is called as medieval period? It is tough for historians to frame. So they roughly calculated from 700 to 1750 is the medieval period. Next we are going to see the overview of the topic. These are the subtopics that we are going to discuss under the heading. Look at the subtopics. These are very interesting. I decided to divide this chapter 1 in 3 sessions. The first session I am going to discuss with you first 2 topics. What are all the topics? Context and new and old terminologies. The first one is context. What do you mean by context? I'll tell you end of the heading. So watch it clearly so that you will get the meaning of the word. Look at the maps. These maps are made in medieval period from different people. We'll see map 1 first. Do you believe this is a map of Indian subcontinent made by famous Arab geographer Al-Idrisi in 1154? Shows South India in the north and Sri Lanka at the top, and the places are marked in Arabic. Now look at map 2. The same area made by French cartographer. What do you mean by cartographer? A person who makes map. He made this map in 1720. Map 2 was made after 600 years from map 1. It is quite different from what Al-Idrisi made. An amazing thing is he marked coastal areas very detailed. And this map used by European sailors and merchants on their voyages, which means travel. Now, historians have to be very careful when they use old things to study history because the method of making maps and text differ from time to time. And not everything written in the past was correct. So the historians must be very careful about the context. What do you mean by context? In which information about the past was produced. Again I am telling, not everything written in the past was correct. So historians must be very careful about that. The next topic is old and new terminology. When the context from time to time, do you believe the same kind of languages they have used? Absolutely no, right? Historical records exist in variety of languages which are changes over the year. Historical records, languages and even meaning of the word with the time. Even meaning of the word change with the time. What is that? Not only grammar and vocabulary, meaning of the words also change with the time. Are you clear children? For the better understanding, we can see some examples. Hindustan was the most common term for India. In 13th century, the term Hindustan was used by Minhaj-i-Siraj. He meant that the area of Punjab, Haryana and the land between Ganga and Yamuna, but not South India. He used the word in a political sense. Okay. The same way, Babur also used the term Hindustan to explain the geographies and cultures of the subcontinent in the 16th century, and that was a similar way Amir Khusrau, a famous poet who was in 14th century, he used the word Hind to describe the geographical and cultural of the subcontinent. Now, can you answer my questions? Who is a foreigner? Who is a foreigner? Who is not an Indian is called as a foreigner. But in medieval period, it meant any stranger who was not part of a society or village. Are you clear? Okay. Historians check the meaning of the term and word they used as they change from time to time. What an amazing, right? Like that, so many interesting facts we are going to discuss in upcoming sessions. Be ready for that. Now it's time for checking yourself by answering the following questions and send your answers to the given mail ID. And thanks for watching. Thank you, dears. Have a nice day.